want to start by showing you the quarterbacks and the teams with the best record in the National Football League. These are all the teams that have won 10 or more games at this point into the NFL season. This is 14 games into the season. There's 3 weeks left. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams that have a record of 10-4 or better. Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos at 12-2 with an 81-point differential. If there's a tie in record, we let point differential serve as the tiebreaker. Sam Darnold, who's playing tonight in Seattle against the LA Rams. Seahawks 11-3, a plus 163 point differential. They're playing the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford 11-3, a plus 159 point differential. Drake May, New England Patriots, 11-3, plus 106 point differential. Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills, 10-4, plus 87. Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars, 10-4, plus 84. Brock Purdy / Mac Jones, San Francisco 49ers, 10-4, plus 51. Justin Herbert, Los Angeles Chargers, 10-4, plus 31. Caleb Williams, Chicago Bears, 10-4, plus 27. 8 of the top 9 teams in this league have white quarterbacks. 8 of the top 9. The season's not over. We don't know who's going to win the Super Bowl. Jordan Love could win the Super Bowl. Jordan Love, half white. Well, what about Lamar Jackson? You can't count them out. They're 7-7. Who knows what's going to go on? You really think Lamar Jackson and Baltimore this season are going to win the Super Bowl? It's not about who's going to win the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts, aren't they 9-5? Well, they could win the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts, 2-parent family, traditional type quarterback, but has some issues. Again, he's not well respected even on his own team. But this argument isn't about who can win the Super Bowl. Because the Super Bowl, some of that is luck. It's a one-and-done tournament. You can pull some upsets. You can get into the Super Bowl. This is about building an organization and a franchise that can win consistently and win at a level that keeps that head coach safe. That's every head coach's dream. They all want to be where Mike Tomlin has been for the past. Is Tomlin been with the Steelers now for 19 years? That's where they all want to be for nearly 2 decades. They want that kind of stability. They want to be able to say, hey, man, we didn't have a losing record for 20 straight years. That's how you keep your job the way Mike Tomlin has kept his job. Winning 10, 11, 12, 13 games a year. That stability and consistency. And the argument that I'm making, this isn't a racial conversation. This is a conversation about culture and what type of values and what type of attitude are you bringing to a team? Are you bringing a patriarchal mindset to a team? Are you bringing a mindset of submission to a team and a coach and an organization? Or are you bringing a culture and a mindset of rebellion to an organization? It is hard to win or to do anything consistently when your mindset, your attitude, your mentality, your approach to life is to be in constant rebellion. If your brand is rebellion, if your brand is I submit to no one, I'm a rebel without a cause, if that's your brand, that you're a rebel without a cause, you can't build consistent winning around that brand. Who represents that better than anybody? It's Shedeur Sanders and his daddy. And all the conversation about Shedeur and how Kevin Stefanski hates Shador, and Kevin Stefanski is trying to undermine Shador. And there's virtually no conversation about, is Shador willing to submit to Kevin Stefanski? Is he willing to go all in with the team? The reason why I talk about this stuff intimately is because when I started my college football career, and I hate to bring my mediocre, mid-major college football career into this, but it's just true. It shapes my worldview. I brought an attitude of rebellion and non-submission to the Ball State football program. And it didn't matter how talented I was or if I was better than some of the guys playing in front of me. The coaches, justifiably, I didn't realize this in real time, but justifiably, we're sitting there like, man, Whitlock's attitude of rebellion and his charismatic personality, well, that's a problem. And I played offensive line. If I had played quarterback, they would have really wanted nothing to do with me. But it's like, man, Whitlock is funny. He's smart. He's got this locker room lawyer, and he knows how to lawyer up some things. And so the coaches hated me and tried to do everything in their power for all 4 years, but particularly the first 2 years, just tried to beat the rebellion out of me. And it wasn't until I was an adult that I realized, like, oh man, if I had just embraced and submitted, man, I would have had a remarkable college football career if I had bought into the program. But again, I was someone that throughout my college years, you've listened to me say, like, I was the authority on Malcolm X. I was the authority on the Nation of Islam. I was the authority on Louis Farrakhan. I had a great mindset, and this is why as soon as I went into journalism, I had great success. I had the right mentality to be a journalist. Question authority at every turn. Question power and the government and whoever your sources were. It was a great mentality for a journalist. But for a football player, for a team, it was the absolute wrong mentality, and it undermined my college football career. And so when I look across at like what's going on, why in the year of the black quarterback, why is it being dominated by white quarterbacks? We started out the year with everyone talking about, man, there's going to be 16 NFL teams starting black quarterbacks. And, we're in the year of the black quarterback. Black quarterbacks have arisen and black boy magic. And we look up, and I think they have a 41% winning percentage. Black quarterbacks are 77, 109, and 2, a 41% winning percentage. No one wants to talk about this. We got the stats up for those of you that are just listening. Like, it's a totality of all the black quarterbacks that have started games and their overall record, 77, 109, and 2, 41%. This will not be discussed. Everybody, trust me, if black quarterbacks were dominating and winning games at 55, 60%, we'd be hearing all about it at ESPN. And we'd be hearing all about what great progress it was, and there's a whole black takeover of the quarterback position, and they're dominating everything in the National Football League. But since they're not, and since the best teams in the NFL at this point in the season are being led by white quarterbacks, no one has a word to say. And Jason Whitlock, how dare you talk about this, you Uncle Tom sellout? I'm talking about it because I want black people to understand the consequences of a rebellious mentality. This is something I struggle with. This is something that serves me as a journalist